spun. Louis Vuitton, truck in the front. What are you doing? I look so good. Don't call me up. She wanna this and I'm Buick. I pull it up. They wanna we gon' get. What are we doing? I got a crib. They gon' get to it. I got a picture my family. Straight out of Clayco. Thought I was sweet, just like a Fago. But I had all on my payroll. Watch how I move, just like a rayon. 64 chain, just like a crayon. I bought a hat, one with the Aeon. Put on, told her to stay on. I had a paper tag on 3 on. I had the top drop with the free on. I told him Deuce one like Dion. I say Deuce one like Dion. I go Bruce Wayne on your peon. Shit, with the Falcon.
Welcome back, everyone, to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. The Steelers in control of the football as we rejoin the action in the fourth quarter. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talking.
Money back. Money back. We're gonna money back. We're gonna get money back. Money back. God, I do the man like a Monday for Rocky Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say fake. It's he said it's up. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said I'm.
Let's go, guys.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I'm gonna go to
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw. Wood. But he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. Wood. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, he knocks him over. And now running right through it. Oh, now he bowls him over. They can't. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. 79 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this is why you can never relax. You think that you stopped them on defense, and then they order a fake punt, and the run comes at you, and you're not prepared for it, and it goes all the way, and you've given up a touchdown.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%? It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and mix some things up.
And it's hauled in by Nick Manette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 38 yards. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after, up and good. And that will get him one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Wood, looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw. Wood. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. It's a Wood from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Wood buying time to his left. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They go play action here on first down. A Steeler first down.
Nice job.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He displayed a nice little hurdle there before he got taken down after. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. To throw is Wood. Off the bootleg. Eluding. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Raiders on the move. A couple of big plays in succession. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He's a 2nd-round pick, a solid 2nd-round pick. But when you're close to that 1st round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a 1st-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had 1st-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Forced out to his left. And an athletic hurdle that he displayed. Not a whole lot thereafter, but a nice game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off the bootleg. Wood. And he'll go down shy of the 40. All in a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll go on the ground. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right back to him on first down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And now running, pushing, and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Dad, where are you going?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than...
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Rudolph. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Play action. It's Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He may try and run for this. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Mason Rudolph, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time. I'm the offensive coordinator, though. I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to
Call it again, but you don't want to call it. Oh my gosh. Come on.
18 yards. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to this. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That one-handed catch right there, absolutely no question about it. A highlight reel that we just saw.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this...
Pittsburgh, a lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go! What? 90! What?
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 41 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Vanette, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I'm guessing that's not quite the formula his coach wants him to follow. Big lead, and go ahead and take a chance. Take a risk. Throw one up for grabs. That's not really what he's looking for, I don't believe.
Yeah, you would think with that lead here in the second half, a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, I mean, when you look down the sidelines, did you see the look on the head coach's face? I mean, what was that? Let's not do that anymore.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
Yeah, that's a Blue Jay.
Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph off play action. And it's the right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Steps away to his left. He leaps over it. And down inside the 15. First down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And it's caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdowns.
For the horse.
The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
That's just a house. Go that way. Yes, it's a house. It's that way.
What is that where Colin was down there?
No, it's that way.
Oh, I see where his house is.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end. The fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late.